How's it going, everybody? Wade here. I was nominated by Richie Boy 87 and Lamar Fashion to do a Grail video on what I thought was a Grail or what I had for Grails in my collection. It's a tough subject. You know, a Grail is a Grail is a Grail, and as you get them, are they still Grails? Or, I don't really have. My idea of Grails is probably a little different than everybody else's, or the same, I guess, as quite a few. I don't consider supers to be Grails or even the hard to find stuff. It's just the stuff you really dig on and like. This little piece has been in my collection for a very long time, and I would be super bummed if I lost it or it went away and it's all nipped up and scratched, but it wasn't in the best of shape when I got it either. They're just pieces that have been with you for a long time. So this I would consider to be high up there on my favorite cars, I guess. This one I've had. This is a little newer than this, but I still got this as a young boy, probably 7 or 8, and I rode the wheels off this thing. It had miles all over the place. You were Evel Knievel and you were Super Dave Osborne. This sucker moved. It was fun. So stuff like that. This isn't my original Bywayman, but it's close. It's mine was completely trashed, but this one's beat up too, so it has some sentimental value to it, just in my mind. This Thunderbird too. I mean, these were cars that I had when I was a kid and played with, and they're high up there, so they're irreplaceable, really. So yeah, those are some of my favorite pieces. And the next way I want to look at it is the pieces that people have given to me. Paul Wooten made this one for me out of a little contest, and it's specifically for me, and he did a heck of a job. And that's a custom or a vehicle that nobody else has, and it's mine. So the high regards in that respect. It's top of the line. Champion DJK, David, you made these for me. These are Christines with LED lights. They're just awesome. Like, who would have imagined that how often when you were a kid did you wish your cars had lights? It's just awesome. The amount of work and effort that went into building this is just amazing. And he threw this one in just as an extra. Like, it's got the headlights that turn on too. It's awesome. So these pieces are Grail type pieces for me. And Diecast Show Customs built this one here a while back, and I picked it up off him too. It's people from the community build these things, and you end up with them, and yeah, they're one of a kind pieces. So that's another aspect of it for me. And then a car like this, Jimmy Mitchell sent it to me. I wrote his name on it. I mean, it was a mint card he sent to me. But I don't ever want to forget where it came from. This kind of thing, people just don't do this all the time, and it means a lot. And I don't want to forget where it come from, and it's going to go up on a wall in a Protecto with the other Chevelles, and it's going to stay in my collection. So these are pieces that just can't be replaced, and they mean a lot. And thank you all for sending me this stuff and nominating me, and the interest in my channel and all that good stuff. Another thing, what I would consider great pieces is original versions of the ones that I had when I was a kid. The Bywayman that I showed you had black walls, but I had them both. Lord knows what happened to them. But this was one of the first pieces that I was after when I got back into collecting, as was this Thunderbird. And they're not exactly mint in there either. They got some Tampo rubs like you've seen on the Firebird here a few videos back, but they're as close as you're gonna get. Like, they're in the package, but those are high up there. And for me, these Firebirds, Each one of them is, I collect the Firebirds, the 57 Chevys, the 67 Camaros, stuff like that. And each one of them means the same because you're trying to get them all. Some of them are more special and hard to find than others, but Grails, I don't know. The hardest piece that I'm probably going to try to go after is a prototype on this one, but it might take 20 years to get it. It might be super easy. It might not even exist. They might all be gone. I don't know. But it's a tough subject, and supers and chases are a lot of fun. Maybe there's a couple out there that a guy would pursue and consider grails, but the childhood cars and the cars that I get from people, other collectors, friends, they mean the most to me. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy collecting or like my collection, because I do, but definitely not going to be, wouldn't consider them grails, because some of these are very easy to come by. Like, they're not on the shelves, but they're readily available, so you just be patient and you end up getting a fairly decent price. Like, my customs are another, some of my favorite pieces, and as I get more of them built and maybe send some out too, I hope to become favorite pieces in other people's collection. But yeah, I don't know, it's a tough subject, and I'm sure it means a little bit different to everybody else. But thank you guys for the nomination, Richie Boy and Lamar. I appreciate it. It was a tougher video than I thought it would be for me to do. I got lots of cool stuff to show you, but they're not really my grails. So I guess my grails are 57 Chevys, 67 Camaros, and these Firebirds, and Roger Dodgers and stuff like that. Like, I have such a passion for them. I try to get them all. So each piece that I get, you kind of knock it off. But anyway, that's where I sit with it. I'd like to nominate some other people too. Rick at Sick Diecast, I'd like to see what you consider to be your grail pieces, or what you think about it. Dennis at D Melzinga, I hope I said it right. I'd like to see what you think are grails in your collection. And PBAJ 1972, I haven't seen you for a while, but I know you're still collecting, so how about you? What are your grails? And it's not that I don't have real fancy pieces and stuff, but these are the ones that mean the most to me, so that's why I showed them. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and have fun. Bye-bye.